Peace, peace. All right. So I wanted to get on here and talk about crystals for a little bit. So the camera's going to be moving around. I'm showing you some of my crystal art. This is my KemeticArts24 Crystal Art. I just put up these pyramids on my website, KemeticArts24.space. Yes, this is the prosperity power pyramid right here. Moving into the solstice, so gonna have a couple of videos I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post part 2 of the solstice, this video, and I'm gonna do a little movement today, so I'll have some meiotic flow for you all too. But I really wanted to get into the crystals. I was asked to talk about crystals, specifically rituals. We might do this part 2, also 2 parts. Right now I just wanted to dive into the basics of crystals. These are a little more complex. I created these to look like different elements. I love this one. This one is water, earth, and metal all together. It looks like kind of a whirlpool thing happening with the bismuth and pyrite and all the quartz. But to get into the simplicity, how you get started with crystals is by start picking, going to a crystal shop or visiting something like this online crystal store and just picking out what colors, what sparkles, what resonates with you. Sometimes I like to tell people to start with their birth crystal stones. And you can either look that up or you can get a consultation from me about, like, maybe you need something deeper. Maybe you're dealing with something deeper, and you really want to use crystals to help use as a energy attractor. They can really help to pull in energy, to be a conduit, to help guide. They are like microchips, earth microchips. I love to use them in all my art forms. As you can see, I use them in my canvases as well too. That has pyrite and crystals on it. That's crystals, and like seashells as well. All different type of earth elements. Some of them, like this one, has dust particles, but it also has sand in there as well. Crystal dust, but sand as well. So yeah, so pick out your crystals, starting with your birthstone. Each zodiac sign and each month also has different crystals that resonate with them. You can also just choose by visual. You can pick them up also and choose by how they feel, the energy feels. So this is a clear quartz point cluster. And like so, you would go into the crystal shop and you would hold this crystal if it attracted you by eye, and you would focus in on breathing. Just breathe, talk to it, ask it, feel it if it is for you, if it resonates with you. And you sometimes people feel things instantly. It depends on how tuned in you are, and sometimes they don't. Another test you can do is you can hold on to things, and you can, if you start to lean forward, just rocking forward with your eyes closed, the crystal is for you, meaning you're attracting towards it. If you start to back away from it, then that crystal is not for you at this time. And you can do that with just about anything. It's a great little scrying or measuring way to kind of feel the energy and if it is pulling towards you or away from you. So those are starters. Basically that's what you do. Just start out with 1 crystal, 2 crystals, work your way, get to know the crystals, know them by name, know them by element, know them by where they are usually found in the earth center. Some of them even are actually like parts of comets, so you can look up some of those as well, or meteorites. and you can just kind of play with it. I also like to use shells because it's also a very just strong elemental download kind of microchip as well, like the crystals. So I use a lot of shells in my own work. Me being a water sign specifically, is very, it's just a very good, good thing for me. Good energy for me is what I'm trying to say. So working through some of my art, I like to use, you'll see pyrite in just about everything I do, from pyrite and peacock ore. Those are my favorite, and those are also the easiest to find and for the type of art that I use. But I have actually had pyrite since I was a child. I still have my pyrite since, like, it was one of my first crystals. I still have it. It's one that I continuously work with. It is protection. It is drawing forth towards prosperity, towards that understanding of like stability, financial stability. It also helps to protect you from energy blocks, and it is just great for like emotional and physical well-being as well. I also like to use a lot of clear quartz. Clear quartz is actually one of the best crystals to start with. I would say clear quartz or rose quartz. And oddly enough, I don't use a lot of rose quartz. It's very rare that I use rose quartz in my art. It's usually as when accepted. But I meant to say when ordered, basically. But I like clear quartz because it is a stone where you can direct energy away or towards you. It is a really good conduit for focus, for concentration, because it is clear. It works with all of the chakras as well, so it's good for that. And rose quartz is one I like to tell people because it's unconditional love stone. So no matter where you are in your journey, it's a really good stone to start with, to kind of start as a baseline. Some stones, you won't see a lot of dark stones in my specific work. I do have a huge, let's see if I can get to it. I do have a huge, let's walk through my little space, my studio. I do have a huge obsidian that I probably need to charge, but they don't really do charging too well. They kind of are really good filters, just need some love. It's been over here in the corner protecting from my protecting me from this electronic internet stuff. But this is the only time like stones, I keep stones, dark stones around me, is like in this form, like really big form. I don't really wear darker stones. They tend to break. So that's another thing when you are kind of working with stones and you realize that they're breaking on you. That usually means that it's holding too much of your energy. It's pulling out too much of your energy, and it also can mean it needs cleansing. Some of my art pieces, and if you lose it, it could mean that its journey with you is complete. That it's going somewhere else. So it's a lot to learn about crystals. Like I said, I've been collecting and playing with them since I was a child. So using them in my art is just another upgrade for me. I just love just how they talk to me. They talk, they download, they balance the energy. I use amethyst a lot as well. I actually haven't used amethyst as much this year, but I do have a few pieces that I have already sold that I use amethyst. This is a year I created this, and I created this into last year when I was using a lot of amethyst, which is great crown chakra. So it was really good creative energy for me. I created this piece as well during that time. So clear quartz on this one as well. Yeah, I like to just play around with it. And my pyrite is on everything. It's on everything. This is the peacock, prosperity peacock. So yeah, so just some things to start with. You can try it out. Let me know if you need more. If you have more questions or comments. Please like, share this video, and subscribe. Appreciate you. Peace.